Hello everyone! We are the group 2. Today we are going to discuss about petrography and rock formation. By the way, allow me to introduce myself. I am Angela Nebreja Nicole. So let's begin. Are you familiar with the word petrography? Alright, what is petrography? Petrography is the branch of petrology that deals with the scientific description and classification of rocks. So, petrology originally petrology from Greek petra, which means rock, and logos means discourse. Deals with the nature, origin, structure, occurrence, and development of rocks. The study of petrography shows the rocks strata are formed in the course of time. Rocks and rock formation are necessary in order to build a strong lithosphere that forms part of the study of physical geography. When we say lithosphere, it is the solid outer part of the earth. Then physical geography, it is the study Earth's season, climate, atmosphere, soil stream, landforms, ocean, etc. The systematic description of geological materials, their composition and organization in hand specimens and thin sections. Petrography is one of the branches of petrology, in which petrology also utilizes the fields of mineralogy, optical mineralogy, and chemical analysis to describe the composition and texture of rocks. Wherein petrology is one of the branches of geology. Again, petrology is one of the branches of geology, and petrography is one of the branches of petrology. Geology is the science that studies physical structure and substances, the history of rocks, the processes that act in them, and the most economic way to use the world resources. Petrology is the study of rocks, igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary, in the processes that form and transform them. So next, are you familiar who is the father of modern geology? So the father of modern geology is James Hutton. 1726 to 1797. A Scottish farmer and naturalist is known as the founder of modern geology. He was a great observer of the world around him. More importantly, he made carefully reasoned geological arguments. Hutton came to believe that the earth was perpetually being into mountains, eroded and then eroded. Sediments are washed away. He recognized that the history of the earth could be determined by understanding how processes such as erosion and sedimentation work in the present day. His ideas and approach to studying the earth established geology as a proper science. Alright. Someone who studies petrography is called a petrographer. So next is world's known petrographers and their contributions. There's a lot of petrographers, but I selected two of them just an example. One of the petrographers is Norman Levi Bowen, Canadian geologist who was one of the most important pioneers in the field of experimental petrology. He was widely recognized for his space equilibrium studies and silicate systems as they relate to the origin of igneous rocks. He published The Evolution of the Igneous Rocks in 1928. This book set the stage for a geochemical and geophysical foundation for the study of rocks and the minerals. This book became the Petrology Handbook. Next one is Auguste Michel Levy was a French geologist who was born in Paris. In his many contributions to scientific journals, he described the granulite group and dealt with verrulites, urites, the opites of the Pyrenees, the extinct volcanoes of central France, gneisses and crystalline seas. The granulite pegmatites, verrulites, urite, opites, pyrenees, gneisses, seas, those are a kind of rocks that later on the next reporter will discuss. He pioneered the use of bifrengens to identify minerals in thin section with petrographic microscope. What do we mean by bifrengens? It is manifested as the splitting of light into separate rays traveling at different speed. He also created classification schemes for igneous rocks, which accounted for their mineralogy, texture, and composition, and showed that igneous rocks of different mineralogies could be formed from the same chemical composition, with different conditions of crystallization. Next is another topic about soil and rock formation to be discussed by the next reporter.